Hi, guys. Nice to see you again. It's Angela. I'm back promoting green living, and I've been doing the Zero Waste Challenge from Going Zero Waste. And I just wanted to share with you how week 3 has been going. So let's have a look. So, week 1 was all about weaning ourselves off of single use disposable items, and week 2 got into a lot of lifestyle changes, like how we eat and how we clean and things like that. So, week 3 kind of continues into lifestyle and starts getting into activism. So, a lot of discussion about food. So, the first topic is about meal prep. So, how do we prep our meals? I'm kind of simple whenever it comes to my lunches. I'm not much of a cook, so I don't do a lot of meal prep. This is from my blog. I tend to do a lot of canned goods because I know it's much easier to recycle cans than it is to do a lot of other things. And I've swapped out sandwich bags and plastic wrap for reusable silicone wrap and these reusable sandwich bags that are absolutely adorable. So that helps cut down on some of the waste. But for those of you who do know how to meal prep, I found this great website called The Girl on Bloor, and it's a bunch of meal prep ideas, and a lot of them are pretty simple. Goes over some of the different ways you can cook them, how to get ready, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and just simple, healthy recipes. It's not hard to do, and it is something that I would like to try in the future. Next, we get into making repairs on items that are broken. Now, I've talked about this a little bit before, about how if you have clothes that are ripped or damaged or needs a button to be sewn back on, it's not that hard to do. But think about other items. Think about making your items work better, like your vehicle. That's a big one for me, is taking better care of my car to make it last as long as possible. The goal is to not have to buy new things. So if you have something that needs to be fixed, try to commit to having it repaired instead of just buying something new. So I've got a box of broken items that need to be repaired. It's mostly clothing items and a few electronics, and I've included a couple of websites here. I've got the Sew Guide, so how to fix clothing, 40 common clothing repairs, and iFixit. So iFixit covers just a huge variety of items that you can learn how to repair on your own. Lots of electronic items. So if it's broken, try fixing it before you buy something new. Next, we get into a lot of topics about food. So zero waste lunches, this goes along with the meal prep idea. So changing the packaging that you use so that you're not bringing things that get thrown away. Like I said, I like canned goods personally because it's easy to recycle the cans. But there's also different things you can use. Some people like mason jars to store food. I personally don't like carrying glass around because I'm very clumsy and it's easy for me to break stuff. I just like to use regular Tupperware whenever I pack my lunches. So something else I do is to keep items on hand that I can use to make easy lunches, sandwich materials, and things like that. I'm addicted to chips, however, and I have not come up with a solution yet for the packaging that the chips come in. So stay tuned, maybe I'll come up with something. In addition to reusable sandwich bags and skipping out on the plastic wrap, Catherine also encourages using cloth napkins. Now, I already use cloth napkins and sponges for my cleaning. I do have a little bit of a dependence on paper towels. I absolutely love paper towels, but I'm trying to wean myself off of them and try to opt for regular towels instead. They're just so handy whenever it comes to cleaning. And the thing is, you can compost them. You can put them in the compost bin. Speaking of compost bins, I've started keeping my compost bin in my office. Well, I have a second one. I basically have a cardboard box, and then compostable items like my coffee grounds and napkins and things like that go into the box, and I'll be dumping it into my regular compost bin at home. So this is just a reminder that to go green and to live a sustainable, eco-friendly life, you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money on new products. You can find ways to do it with the items that you already have. So continuing on into the discussion of food, Catherine talks about bringing home your leftovers. This is something that I've usually committed to because eating out is so expensive and I kind of do it all the time. But it's not just about not wasting the food and making sure that the food gets eaten. It's also, if you're taking the leftovers home, try bringing your own containers so that you have something to take it home in besides those awful to-go boxes. So like those styrofoam boxes are just terrible. I'm going to start bringing my own Tupperware for whenever I have meals like this fabulous thing. We had brunch a couple weeks ago, and there's no way I could eat it all. So something I'm trying to commit to now is bringing my own Tupperware whenever I go out to eat so that I stop relying on those to-go boxes. Finally, we get into some more lifestyle changes, like how to wash your dishes in a more eco-friendly manner. Think about the soap that you're buying. Use biodegradable soap. Try to take on the concept of less is more. That's something that I try to remember. You can get your dishes clean and your clothes. This one's about dishes, but same goes for clothes. With just a little bit of soap. You don't need a whole lot. And I'm also trying to use less water. So if something isn't that dirty, I just rinse it off. And that has helped me save a lot of time also. And finally, the last tip for week 3 of the Zero Waste Challenge is how to be a better recycler. So recycling is kind of a controversial topic because the current system we have isn't that great. Catherine goes into more detail, like glass has 100% recycle rate, and so does aluminum. In fact, I think most metals are easily recycled. Paper has about a 65% recycle rate, and plastic is the big culprit with less than 10%. So if we can wean ourselves off of these plastic products and try to use items that are more easily recycled, we can keep a lot from going into the landfill. And that's what my ultimate goal is, to have my own recycling system and to make it more efficient and more practical. So that's week 3 of the Zero Waste Challenge. I'm getting ready to follow up with week 4. It's going well so far. There are some things that I would probably do differently, but this has been a very fun and very educational experience, and I hope to see you again for week 4.